Hello and welcome to the second half of Module 3 of the Clean Fleets training package, looking at the procurement of clean energy efficient vehicles. Today we're going to discuss approaches to clean vehicle procurement from the tendering perspective. Better together. This section refers to the fact that in your organisations it's imperative that procurement departments liaise with other departments such as transport, environment, other relevant user departments and also passengers. So in collaboration with market consultation that Ven discussed earlier, this must also be a prerequisite. As part of the Clean Fleets project, we have both a help desk, which is available through the Clean Fleets website, where you can ask questions of our team of experts and technical experts, lead cities in Europe such as Rotterdam, Bremen, Stockholm and London. If you're considering clean vehicle procurement and you need some advice or somebody to talk to first. We also have a discussion forum available where you can talk to your peers, other colleagues that have the same worries, concerns or ambitions as you, so you can discuss these issues freely on the forum. Now we're going to talk about the subject matter of the contract. This is arguably the most important stage of any procurement activity because this is where you have the most freedom. According to EU principles of non-discrimination and transparency, it's always important for any procurement to refer to be proportionate and relevant to the subject matter of the contract. But you can only be instructed upon how you buy something, not what you actually buy. So in the subject matter, we would recommend referring to perhaps specific technology types or specific, for example, zero-emission technologies at this stage, and then anything else that you ask for later on in the contract will be relevant and proportionate. In Norway, as an example, we have they tendered for zero-emission small and medium cars and also small vans and medium vans that were zero-emission only. In terms of technical specifications, here you can stipulate the actual specific technology type, or you can set minimum environmental thresholds, such as 100 grams of CO2 per kilometre. In terms of an example of this, Madrid's public transport operator EMT specified only compressed natural gas, which is CNG, CNG hybrid vehicles, or full electric vehicles. In terms of selection criteria, at this stage you can actually think about what type of company you want to do business with and select whether or not they have the financial standing or the other environmental ambitions according to how they do their business. You cannot look at how a company does its business in subsequent stages of the contract. It can only be addressed here. After that, you have to look at only how the contractor would address the contract in question. In terms of award criteria, this is where you have the opportunity to go above and beyond what you've already looked at in your technical specifications and give points for contractors who go further in terms of environmental ambitions in our case. In this example, the City of Bremen used the operational lifetime costing methodology of the Clean Vehicle Directive. This is going to be discussed in more detail in Module 4, but this means that they monetised the environmental impacts according to the Clean Vehicle Directive and then added this to the costs, the other life cycle costs of the vehicle in question in order to give them a final price. In terms of contract performance clauses, here you can set continuous ambitions for your contractor. For example, if it's a service contract, you can require things, for example, like that they must have given green driver training to all their drivers within the first year of the contract, or installed driver monitoring systems, for example. Other procurement approaches encouraging innovation, you could use, for example, competitive dialogue procedure, or now with the new EU procurement directives, you can look at innovation partnerships as an option. Other procurement approaches that you can use include joint procurement and collaboration with other authorities. So joint procurement is about the two or more procurement actions being combined result from two different contracting authorities. This can either be one large authority carrying it out on behalf of others that sign up to it, or authorities of the same size who are contracting together. There's a GPP toolkit that's available on the EU GPP website that explains this in far more detail. So in terms of cooperation with other buying organisations, it has a lot of advantages, such as streamlined administration. You don't have lots of different people doing the same job. You can, bulk purchasing of any particular new technology type can drive down prices that could potentially be high for new technologies. It also reduces risks because you're pooling a team of experts together so that you can combine your knowledge. And expanding the uptake of any new technology means that you're also reducing risks in terms of not having enough available spare parts for certain vehicles. A really successful example of joint procurement has been with the City of Stockholm, who established a national joint procurement with almost 300 different organisations from both the public and private sector. As part of this contract, there was lots of negotiation that took place, and it was time-consuming, but this really helped to stimulate the market, the almost non-existent market at the time, for electric vehicles in Sweden. By the end of the 4-year contract, they hope to have purchased around 5,000 vehicles. So just to wrap up, the final message to procurers would be, first of all, as Vens mentioned, talk to the market, see what's available. Then make sure that you talk within your departments or within your organisation to different relevant departments and to your users, to your passengers. You need to address sustainability at the very outset. The subject matter of the contract is imperative. And then environmental ambitions or criteria can be addressed throughout the whole procurement process at different stages. Thank you.